Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Boardroom Beats. I am Amreen Mulla, the Associate Editor at CXO XPERTS and your host for the day. Today, we have with us Mr. Pradipta Patro, the Head of Cybersecurity and IT Platform at KEC International Limited, which is an RPG group company. And with over 22 years of experience, Mr. Pradipta is astute IT and cybersecurity leader, specializing in digital transformation, enterprise IT services, and cybersecurity, holding multiple prestigious certifications including CISM, CEH, and PMP, along with an MBA from IIMA. He has a deep understanding of technology as a business enabler. So, Mr. Pradipta, thank you so much for joining us today for this quick interview on Boardroom Beats.
Yeah, thank you so much and having me here in CXO Experts. Thank you.
So, sir, let's kick things right off with picking your mind a little bit here. So, in what ways do you believe can leadership play a role in promoting a security-first mindset across the organization? And how does executive support impact the success of cybersecurity initiatives?
Yeah, exactly. If you talk about any organization or enterprises, the leadership play a crucial role. It is a top to bottom approach. It's never to be like, always bottom top. It is always to be have top to bottom approach, where the leadership plays the crucial and key stakeholder in this business. Okay. If you talk about any business, the cybersecurity is a part of it. And business leaders to be supporting to cybersecurity or any information security is the key for the success of any kind of program, especially on the cybersecurity as well. Because cybersecurity not only plays the role only to protect or might be detect or certain vulnerabilities or might be threat which is happening under organization, it is also play crucial role for the foundational, foundational framework to ensure that the system which is bringing to the business, it is more secure, whether it is a cloud or might be at endpoint or application or the middleware or the SaaS, PaaS, any cases like bringing new technology, at least that should be more secure. So that is what we are talking about. The cloud to cloud, this should be secure enough so that the business will be seamless, and at the same time the business leader with cybersecurity team can assure to business that yeah, we are on secure wherever we work, whether which channel we working or it is B2B or B2C, we are secure on that particular environment. So leadership is the key, and their support is the successful for any program on the cybersecurity. Thank you.
So, with any leadership role, the first thing that comes to my mind is, of course, we have leaders that are in different segments. So, in a company, you might have an IT team and they have their own leader. But that makes me wonder, how can cross-functional teams, including IT, legal, HR, and marketing department, collaborate to create a cohesive and responsive incident management strategy?
Yeah, of course. If you honestly, if you're asking about enterprises having multiple department, unless until they collaborate and to any kind of incident, it is not only cybersecurity, any kind of risks to the organization, it should be more collaborative. And once they collaborate, then only something can be delivered better way. And if, especially if you talk about cybersecurity incident strategy perspective, everyone plays a crucial role. That means like the learning and development team to ensure that training awareness to the employees are there. When HR, the talent acquisitions are happening, the first day of recruitment on the organization, we can have that cybersecurity awareness to the team or the new joinees. And the same time, when the business or the legal team is there, there are a lot of privacy, there are a lot of law of land act is available, so it has to be like follow those legal matters on those particular land or country. The same time, like IT is of course to having always front foot or might be leading the program, but we need all like IT, legal, HR, business, and PR is of course important. If some incident is there, it is not that everyone you talk to the external world, and it should be more like our communication team or the PR team to be connecting with the world uh,
Mhm.
giving them the updates so that they can better retain their customers and their consumers of the world. So it will be free flow communications, and everybody has their own responsibility, especially the response strategy. Something is wrong, or on the matter like we have corporate communications team, PR team, admin team, like the physical security, logical security, communication side of it, HR people perspective, technology
Mhm.
side of it. Of course, the technology people will be there, but we need all support from all the departments. It is a
Mhm.
collaborative. It is not IT as a different island. It is a part
Mhm.
of, and we as a team, we as a organization to support and create that holistic strategy to play their own responsibility and own roles. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I'm sure. So, sir, like in any way, why is it essential for organizations to view cybersecurity as not just a technical challenge here, but also as a cultural shift that is that involves every member of the organization? Is there a thought process behind that?
Yeah, today if you look into that, it is it is individual if is aware on that cybersecurity tactics, tricks,
Mm-hmm.
uh, then they can create a better culture around the organizations. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking like let's say every individual today, if you talk about 66% of the world populations connected to internet. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about 4 billion people across the world, then there are 66%, around 3.5.35, or might be more than that. People are connected to internet always, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is
Yes.
everyone's responsibility. Cybersecurity is no more, it is on IT or cybersecurity department to response. It is everyone's responsibility because the single mails comes, the phishing mail, or might be the WhatsApp, certain EBC, BEC mails are coming, or something impersonation of certain management. The photo would be somebody's senior management, but the numbers are different. They can
Mm-hmm.
attract, especially when there is a creating urgency, or might be sometime the weekend, or might be holidays. There are different tactics, and today smishing, wishing, those is also playing crucial role. So everybody should understand that the tricks, tactics, and that incident which has happened in past, at least learn from those, so that the individual will be vigilant while
Mm-hmm.
they're working for the organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And organization also has the responsibility, the way I told that, when that new joinee, we are onboarding them, we can give the induction program. Cybersecurity is a part of it, and
Mm-hmm.
we give the awareness. And then we have a yearly schedule where every month we have to train our employees in the phase manner, so that it's a continuous effort. It is not the one time and the one kind of sessions. It is more of the continuous efforts we have to get into, so that will be better awareness across employees, contractors, partners, so that they can protect the organization on holistic view. It is a
Mm-hmm.
culture you have to build as a security, cyber security culture. So that is
Mm-hmm.
paramount today, because security is everyone's responsibility. It is
Of
not the
course.
IT, because IT can't manage and look out visible to everyone's what they are doing, what will comes. It is, though a lot of technologies are around to monitor, block, controls, effective controls are around, but still that breaches are happening and that incidents are happening. So people and person and employees to be more vigilant, so that cyber awareness culture is very much important for any type of organizations.
Mhm. That's quite insightful because, of course, I also believe that, on a like a yearly or maybe even like a half yearly basis, there should definitely be some sort of, employee training program that should kind of help, provide insights to the employee that yes, these are the new malwares, these are the new phishing attacks, and these are the new things that come across. Like, for example, receiving a link even on your email that doesn't look safe but is sent from someone who seems to be within the team. So even such minor things not only help the person be a better employer, safeguard the company as a whole, but also on a personal level, that person also learns that okay, if I'm receiving a WhatsApp from someone else, it's not the company that is in problem. Sometimes it could be me who is in trouble, right? So
Right, right, right.
definitely that does help, and it helps also evolve a person. So when it comes to such training programs, how do you establish a feedback loop where the insights from incident responses are refined and enhanced for cybersecurity training programs?
Yeah, it is good point. Like, when you keep on a training, it is a gradual, like, it is not the one-time activity. It is a progressive activities every month, the way you send that poster for new tactics, let's say phishing or artificial intelligence, how they do the video, like, clones and all those perspective. You can keep providing those information. That is one. Second is, like, give the training, and the way you said, the phishing attacks, social engineering attacks, we have to
Mm-hmm.
simulate that every quarter or every month. We have to simulate something, so that we'll understand that how that people understood whatever awareness program you are giving and what are the input you are sharing with them. So we can find out through those simulations how many people have been clicked, how many people have submitted those data into the systems. So we come to know that. And honestly, if you have consistent processes or pre-planned and scheduled approach for the awareness training, I think it is successful. Of course, it is successful.
Mm-hmm.
If that, how we can measure that? Of course, we can measure that how many people have clicked on the first month of that year. While you
Mm-hmm.
complete the year, then is it your graph is coming down, or it is a straight line or getting upward? It depends upon your effectiveness can be measured that way. And
Mm-hmm.
second way to measure is, like, is there any incident happen in your organization due to phishing, or somebody has given your password, the credential leakage, or something that can be done, like, we can find out through that as well. And the same time, that is the second one. Third time also, you can see that these people are knows about simple tricks and tactics, which is password to be given complex, the password not to be shared in the social media, or might be the same password should not be there on other e-commerce websites. So that can be found at, or your email ID should not be registered with certain places where, like, opportunity, other attackers opportunity will be there to profiling you better. So those are things can be measured, and we can monitor rigorously through your brand monitoring, or might be dark web monitoring perspective. We'll find
Mm-hmm.
out those inputs. So this is what we can measure effectiveness of your awareness. And that's it, I think so, and a lot more. But of course, we can do the training as well. Once some people have been fished for regular,
Mm-hmm.
repeatedly offender, I'll say that is, then you can give the training, the video training to them, ensure that they have clear. And also sometimes we'll see that organizations as in putting this particular into their KRA as well. If they have
Mm-hmm.
been compromised, then something has happened due to this. After so much training, then certain rating to be negative rating to be there as well. So that
Mm-hmm.
can be, it depends upon the organization and culture, how much we can enforce and how much you can train, how much you can collaborate. That depends on the organization to organization. But this is few measurement you can have those in your effectiveness on the cybersecurity awareness training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And of course, all of this begins from an incident response plan, I suppose. So,
Right.
like, what are the key components, according to you, of a successful incident response plan? And how do you ensure that each element is effectively implemented within an organization?
First of all, that incident response plan, you have to document it. What
Mm-hmm.
is that you are doing? It is not in your mind, neither it is on your, um, in the, like, book. It is moral of, you have to plan your incident response management plan, document it, and ensure that every role and responsibility is clearly defined. And
Mm-hmm.
at the same point of time, you have to this is not only the cybersecurity part of incident management. As I rightly said, that interdepartment collaboration here. Something is happening, there is a risk to the organization, or incident is happening. XYZ is not only the cybersecurity, anything. It should
Mm-hmm.
be people should know that what is that their role if something happen like this. Scenarios, one, two, three, four, five scenarios, how they
Mm-hmm.
can behave, who's going to do what. That should be
Mm-hmm.
clearly defined. And second thing is that what is that we are as a technically controls whatever it is there. Let's say something is happened. First of all, we have to quarantine, identify that where it is happening,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to quarantine all those perspective. That is the first stage where we can talk about. Second stage is, of course, while you quarantine that, you should see that what is that asset been compromised, or might be what is that impact it will be, or on that perspective, you analyze those perspectives. Then,
Mm-hmm.
you have to see that how we can have better plan, to the way we said that, where we can restore and what are the things we can, like you know uh, restore back, or what are the things we other activities, aligning the people around and technology around, or you have a better, having the backup plan, restoration plan.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are there in place, then you can restore to that businesses the services, looking into the different type of attacks or different impact of attacks. So depends upon that, incident, we have to take that approach, that to be documented well, so that everyone, if something is happening, everyone should be active on their respective field to ensure that this has been taken care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, yes, theory it is okay, documented it's okay, but we need to have some kind of practices as well. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that is called simulations, or might be you can say that drill, incident
Mm-hmm.
management response drill, so that we can see that where is that gaps. Let's say if I'm writing something here like this, but people behave different way, or people react different way, people act differently. So can you calibrate those the gaps, so that when real scenario happens, at least you will be on, if not 100%, at least 80-90% you have following those guidelines. So that simulation is important sometime. And of course, we have there are a lot of technology controls, administrative controls, and management controls. We need to
Mm-hmm.
enable those controls as well,
Mm-hmm.
depending on situations, impact, and incident, scale of incident, all those perspectives. So it
Mm-hmm.
is more of collaborative approach, and to taking the ownership and responsibility on
Of
those.
course, there are like a lot of elements that go into this, which makes me wonder if, the like in right now, the buzzword going around is artificial intelligence and machine learning in the past decade, right? So, in
Right.
what ways can AI and machine learning help in enhancing the incident response process? And how would you suggest people can integrate these technologies in their overall cybersecurity strategy?
Yeah. See, artificial intelligence was today, if you talk about any product or services, it is a key component of all of us, because of so much data, so much incident, so much false positives. The data is humongous, whether it is telemetry data, you have lot of component, lot of silos, solutions are integrated in the organizations. It is a
Mm-hmm.
human being, is not possible to segregate all those and giving you that right information on incident on time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all on life. It takes much time. So this artificial intelligence is more of giving, or organizations can leverage those technology to getting the right result or right input output on the right time. That is
Mm-hmm.
called mean time to response, or might be mean time to detect something happen, or mean time to, to response if something is happen, how we can faster response, looking into the data set, or that model we created, or the use cases we created. So that is required. If you talk about today the product from the EDR to your cloud security side of it, every kind of layer of defense what we have, every layer we have a technology has that AI enabled. Either
Mm-hmm.
user behavior is, that is another artificial intelligence kind of leveraging artificial intelligence, we can get it that in the user side of it. And
Mm-hmm.
administrator also, if the behaviors are different, we can get those. And then we can have that kind of SOAR kind of, security orchestrations and automated response. That
Mm-hmm.
solution understood that which user, or might be some geolocation, somebody has access to your system, but after 5 minutes is accessing from other continent, so it is not
Mm-hmm.
possible. Then how, what is that rule should be for that particular cases? So the
Mm-hmm.
response is much faster. and the detection is faster as well. It is not that. So on that way, we can have live kind of response systems, and your MTTR, MTTD, all are effective. It is coming
Mm-hmm.
down, leveraging this artificial intelligence. At the same time, it is giving advantage for us, the way attackers also leveraging their artificial intelligence. So,
Mm-hmm.
so it is AI versus AI again, like world
Yes.
sometimes. You cannot manage it. Otherwise, if you're not leveraging AI, you are definitely the day is not far, like getting things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
that is where the AI is helping, and definitely it is a part of a strategy. The product what we select is also on that. What are the AI use cases to be implemented on that particular a layer of defense? So that is
Mm.
important. This is of
So,
course all.
yes, but sir, when we talk about AI, it is a tech, of course, it is technology of the future, and I think that future is quite nearby. But looking maybe say 10, 15 years down the line, how do you envision the future of incidents report and responses and cybersecurity training? And what steps do you suggest that organizations should take today to prepare for tomorrow's challenges?
See, to be honest, I've not seen the 15 years, but at least we can see for some few years. Okay, we cannot. Sorry, it can be predicted for 15 years. Of course, see, if you look into the World Economic Forum also highlighted this particular cybersecurity for 2 years, even though for 10 years, it is a 10, like, it is within the 10 top global risk. So on that perspective, if you see today, artificial intelligence and play a crucial role, and if everything been artificial enabled, I'll say that either smart city or smart home or connected cars, or might be we can talk about pilotless fighter jet or
Mm-hmm.
pilotless plane per se. Everything is, even the surveillance today, the smart city where everything been connected world. It's a hyper connected world, the way I said. If one system fail, it is interconnected, so you can compromise to lot of system. Even though one city can be blackout, if the electrical systems, the distribution system is compromised.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, we can talk about that if one airline system software is compromised, then it can be all airport traffic will be going here and there. And if one banking system software been changed or compromised, then all 200, 300, 500
Mm-hmm.
banks cannot operate, can't be operate on that particular time. So this is the impact I have seen, and sometimes we have seen that artificial intelligence is also coming with that other side of it. It's a good side of it, bad side of it as well. People are getting a lot of uh, you can say about the virtually you can create your own uh, avatar, like
Mm-hmm.
resembling your voice as well as your uh, avatar, and we can pretend like it is, yes, it's a defect kind of avatars, and we can
Mm-hmm.
compromise. And that has happened in the month of February. We have seen one incident has happened. 20 million dollar has been gone. It is pretended as a group CFO, and yes, there are 15 transactions happened from the regional CFO.
Mm-hmm.
So those are incidents are happening. So I'll say that yeah, it is. If you are leveraging AI right spirit, it is giving benefits. If you
Mm-hmm.
are or might be misconfiguring, or might be like miscompromise or compromise certain places, then it will be disaster. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've seen some point of time, like electric distribution systems are stopped. Some places, like the geopolitics will be also play a crucial role here to having the cyber attacks to
Mm-hmm.
different places to others. So this is what is gaining a lot of momentum. Even the World Economic Forum also said the misinformation and disinformation is also important today. It is a second global risk apart from the global warming side of it. So the second important is the way we said is the way artificial intelligence or the generative AI we've been using. There are a lot of misinformation as well in the social media, and
Mm-hmm.
disinformation's also been getting into flowing across that the lot of gigabyte of data. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about the data, then 2025 we'll be seeing that there are a lot of devices will be there, around 46 billion, I can say. And today we have around what 8 billion, something that 11, then 12 billion will be there again, and that 18 billion will be like model of 2025, the 24,
Mm-hmm.
25 in that respective. Then it generates a lot of data as well. If a lot of data generated, then again there are bits and misinformation, disinformation around. So
Mm-hmm.
those are challenges I have seen, and we are, as this is my personal view, is of course those will be giving you a lot of challenges. Disinformation, misinformation is one, deepfake is one, which is not utilized.
Mm-hmm.
Misconfiguration, the inputs on the AI, if wrong, got wrong somewhere, is impacted. And lot of AI and dependency on AI, it will give you also a lot of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, and hyper connected network today we have. If one system down, it is there are cascading effect in other systems as well. So
Mm-hmm.
that we have also realized, we have seen in the month of July one some incident was happened. We have seen sometime it is disastrous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be
Definitely.
very vigilant while leveraging the technology as well as the processes you build. You should have right BCPs as well in place, practical BCPs, not that check the box kind of BCPs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So that was quite insightful. So I'd like to thank you for joining us today on Boardroom Beats because I'm sure that not just me, but all the viewers who are watching this video today would definitely have gained a lot of insights from your inputs, sir. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Amreen, and thank you for CXO Experts having me here today. And all the best. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Thank you.
So, to
Yeah.
our viewers, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Boardroom Beats. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the mind of a true IT leader. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exclusive interviews with industry leaders just like Mr. Patro. And stay tuned for upcoming episodes where we continue to explore the strategies, challenges, and visions shaping the future of business and technology. Until next time, keep the conversation going and stay inspired. Thank you.